Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Haiqal and this is my group work for final project report. As for the introduction, our company is a wine-making company and the tank is quite old and started to malfunction. The end product is not as high quality as it should be. Since wine is considered as a high-class delicacy, we need to ensure that the end product is the same as before to satisfy the customers. There are a few variables that we need to consider to ensure the success of the wine fermentation. So for the part 1, a few variables that we need to consider is temperature, oxygen concentration, pH level, and sugar concentration. As for the temperature, it needs to be around 20 degrees Celsius to 28 degrees Celsius. If it is above the recommended temperature, it will have burnt flavor, while if it is lower than that, the process will slow down. For the oxygen concentration, the recommended concentration is 4 to 6 mg per liter. If it is above that, it will cause the wine to change color and reducing fruity aroma. For the pH level, the recommended level is 3.2 to 3.6. If it is above that, it will cause the must to oxidize faster and have flat taste, while if it is lower, it will cause tart taste because of the acidic content in it. And lastly, for the sugar concentration, by having a large concentration of sugar, it will make the process to take longer to complete. The process is considered as complete if the concentration is lower than 10 gram per liter. All of these figures shows the instrument that can be used for the variables stated before.
My name is Muhammad Zulhilmi Qayyum bin Keffli. I will present part 2 for our process control project. For this part, I will tell you which instruments are suitable for our tank according to 4 variables that has been mentioned before this. For the first variables, pH level, we are going to use pH meter to determine the pH level in the tank. Plus, the electrode used are by glass material because it can cover all range of pH level. It also unaffected to most chemical basically. For the next variable, oxygen concentration, we will use luminescent dissolved oxygen from Haiqal. This instrument is to determine the concentration of oxygen in the tank. The good thing is, it is possible to monitor at different locations such as tank or bottle. It can measure up to 500 value. Sugar concentration is the third variable that has been chosen. For this, we will use hydrometer to measure sugar level during the fermentation process. This instrument is able to calculate the percentage of alcohol, plus it also can determine whether the fermentation process is finished. The last one is resistant temperature detector for our last variable, which is temperature. As we know, it measures temperature. It made from platinum and have high accuracy and repeatability. Furthermore, it has stable output for a long period and it is linear. In addition, for our control valve, the actuator that we'll be using is fairly close type and the flow is equal percentage. The actuator valve will close by itself when the signal is interrupted or lost.
My name is Muhammad Aiman bin Rahim. So today I am going to tell which system that is more suitable for our storage tank, either PLC or DCS. So after a lot of discussion, we have concluded that PLC is more suitable than for our storage tank than DCS. So here are the reasoning for the PLC system. So the first one is that the storage tank for the wine fermentation are not that big, that it doesn't not need a complex system to operate it. Next, PLC is better because it can perform repetitive tasks in a reliable and durable manner. As for the DCS, it is a computer-based system that had limited scopes for scalability, robustness, and security. Moving on, nowadays PLC uses optic fiber to communicate with the other PLC. With the current technology, it proves that the PLC is better because it is more cost efficient compared to the DCS. The structure of the PLC is also simpler and smaller, that it is easier for our engineer to install and to maintain its efficiency. The system in our storage tank uses less than 1,000 input-outputs system that made it unsuitable for a DCS system. So that is why PLC is better for our storage tanks. Lastly, for the conclusion, our main objective of this company is to produce the finest wine production. We have installed a few number of equipments to provide a conducive and optimal place for the wine to fermentate. The equipments that involve in the process works to maintain the quality of the wine. It controls the pH, temperature, oxygen concentration, flow, and the input and output of the product. Thus, it helps us to produce the highest quality of wine with the help of our creative engineers.